Thank you for joining us for another Replays guest series. Joining me today is Shawn Fowler, the head of Enablement for SalesLoft. I'm so excited. I'm such a fan. And Shawn is going to talk with us about doing discovery during a demo. So what do you have for us, Shawn?
Yeah, well, I've been in sales for a while. I've trained a lot of salespeople, and one of the really interesting things about my job now in enablement is that I get sold to a lot, and it means I get a lot of demos, which means I get a lot of bad demos. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how to not give a bad demo. The reality is most of the time when I show up to a first or second call, I expect to see the product, right? If you're selling to me. But you need to get the information that you need to figure out how to win the opportunity, to qualify the opportunity further. There are things you need from me. And so there's always this balance of like, how much time can you spend setting context and doing discovery before you actually begin to show the product during a demo? And the reality is you don't really have that much time before I start to check out. If there's not value for me in what's happening, I'm going to stop paying attention, which means you have to get to the product pretty quickly. And what we're really looking at here is, as you do the demo, you should be doing discovery. You should be sprinkling discovery throughout the entire demo process for a few reasons, right? Number one, it's going to make for a better overall demo. Like it just becomes this conversational, collaborative thing that we're doing together if you sprinkle discovery throughout. Number two, it helps me understand why you're showing me what you're showing me as you go through the product. And number three, it actually creates a natural transition between things that allows you to really get the information that you need. So the technique I'm talking about here is actually pretty simple. As you move from one feature to another in your product or one part of your product to another, ask me how I currently do whatever it is that part of the product does right now, right? You can find different ways of saying this, but essentially this gives you to say like, hey, how do you currently do this? How does your team currently do this? How do you currently approach this problem right now or solve this issue right now? Gives me a chance to talk about it, and it gives you a chance to figure out how you want to position that part of the product based on what I've just said. Could be irrelevant. If it's irrelevant, you have the opportunity to now skip over that part of the product and go to something else. What this means is that number one, you have to have a list of questions that you want to ask as you go through and where they should fit within the different parts of the demo, and you have to practice that. Number two, it means you have to be good enough at demoing your product that you can kind of change what you're going to do on the fly, right? You've got to be able to improvise as you go through as opposed to doing something structured. But the result is a much better demo, much better discovery on your part, and a much better relationship probably as a result of that.
I really love this tip. I am going to steal it. So thank you for that. But no, what I really love is the piece about there being a limited time in the beginning to get that information. Because I've had reps say that. We want you to do deeper discovery. How do I do deeper discovery when you want me to spend 15 minutes asking questions? So having that flow within the demo, it's a small thing that I think would make for a really powerful impact. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Enjoyed it.